How about them drag shows? Yeah, man. Over Christmas, there was a whole lot of them. I don't. Ugh, God, it's like, can't we just contain this degeneracy to June or something like that? Like, I thought we kind of figured that stuff out, and it's like, why do they continue to be all ages? Like, I'm pretty sure the pushback on this stuff was fairly universal, like all the way across the board, except for some of those, tyrannical women or single mothers, tyrannical single mothers or boss bitches that are out there just controlling the relationship. Really healthy relationships, of course, until they can just break it off because they zero out their husbands effectively. But we got a couple of them out here. Okay, we got Knoxville Mayor attends all ages Christmas themed drag show with simulated sex acts. Yeah, but it's fine for kids because it's just, men with mental disorders simulated fucking on stage. It's fine. The mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee, not Knoxville County, okay, because we got a word from our man right here, Glenn Jacobs, the mayor of Knoxville County. So the overall county, not Knoxville specifically. Just compare and contrast the two. There will be a strong law enforcement presence surrounding the event. What about a ring of fire? Here in Tennessee, we always respect the First Amendment rights to free expression and peaceful protest, but no one is going to tolerate any nonsense. If you do something stupid, you'll spend Christmas in jail. Yep, no, of course. If you want to go and you want to attend this degeneracy, you go right ahead. But then at the same time, if you want to protest this nonsense, you go right ahead. Just don't cross that threshold of violence, otherwise you'll get a choke slam. Thanks, Kane. Democrat Mayor, Indiana Kincannon, whatever, bragged on Facebook that she attended a drag queen Christmas in Knoxville. In the post on Facebook, Kincannon remarked, "So glad to be at a drag queen Christmas with so many merry Knoxville folks. It's going to be a festive night." She added the hashtag Knoxville for all, implying it wasn't for everybody before this. It's like, this whole branding is retarded, okay? Whenever somebody with a specific agenda wants to come in, okay, and they want to corrupt something that was non-political to begin with, just think of your favorite entertainment franchise that's out there. They come in and they say, we don't tolerate hate anymore, and this product is now for all. And it's like, no. All just implies everybody that's on your side. Outside of that, though, you're bigots and you guys need to fuck off and just go away and educate yourself. The show, which went on national tour, featured sexual jesters. Independent reporter Taylor Hansen explained. Hansen, who attended and reported in the show in Austin, Texas, captured video of the event. I don't want to see that. In Hansen's video, a drag queen can be heard taking can be seen, oh great, taking a 9-year-old and praising a mom for bringing her child and saying, "Hello, are you reaching for my titties? Are you hungry?" 9 years old, praising a mom. Single mom, or just one of those ham beasts that lives at home, controlling her cuck husband. But let's be honest, 40% of kids now are just born to single mothers anyways. The drag performer was wearing an extremely inappropriate costume that revealed fake breasts. In another clip, 2 men dressed in revealing reindeer costumes simulated sex with each other. Great, all ages, right? Hansen also estimated that roughly 20 children were present at the event. Fox News noted that promotional material for the show in Knoxville, attended by Mayor Kincannon, initially marketed as open to all ages, though Tennessee Theater later removed the phrase. Oh great, but there were still kids there because they already bought tickets, right, for the whole family. The show, which occurred just days before Christmas, drew protests from those who oppose the grooming of children. No, it's totally fine, man. It's just, dudes and big flumpy tits and 2 reindeer fucking each other on stage. Nothing, nothing degenerate about that at all whatsoever. So you got Kane on the case down there as opposed to the mayor of Knoxville, just engaging in this fucking degeneracy. What's Florida doing? Well, Florida Department of Business investigating sexually explicit drag queen Christmas performance. Gotta love Florida Man. Remember when Florida Man was synonymous with just an insane fucking nonsense, and now they're just out there being based as fuck? You'll love to see it. An investigation is underway in Florida regarding sexually inappropriate activity during a drag show performance attended by children. According to a statement posted on December 27th on Twitter by DeSantis Executive Press Secretary Brian Griffin, an investigation has already been launched. The Department of Business and Professional Regulations is aware of multiple complaints about a sexually explicit performance marketed to children held in Fort Lauderdale on December 26th. The department is actively investigating the matter, including video footage and photographs from the event. DPBR will, like in other cases, take action. Independent journalist Taylor Hansen, hey, hey, here's another. She was just running up and down the right coast in this one, out east. I'm thankful to see someone taking action regarding the sexually explicit all-ages drag show Christmas tour that I reported on earlier this month in Knoxville, Tennessee. Simulated sodomy, exposed fake breasts, and sexually explicit language has no place around children. I would agree, very much so. There's no such thing as a family-friendly or all-ages drag show. Yeah, because drag in and of itself is a sexual activity. I haven't seen convincing evidence to the otherwise. Okay, like to the contrary. Like, obviously, you'd have to go back to Shakespearean times when men were dressing as women because women weren't allowed to be actresses. And yes, that would be non-sexual if you wanted to perform a comedy or something like that. That would kind of make sense. When it comes to anything being marketed as a drag show, it is always, I'm sure you might be able to find one example that's out there, but overwhelmingly, a drag show is a sexual show in and of itself. According to a December 15th post on Twitter by independent journalist Taylor Hansen, I guess you really need to hammer that home. She's an independent journalist. Okay, we got it. One of the performers in Austin, Texas was paraded around on a stage with exposed breasts and buttocks for the crowd. Oh my God, not the buttocks. That's where those reindeer like to put it. Other post shows how other thong-clad performers simulated sex acts with each other at different times during the show, while sexual videos played on a large screen in the background. Whoa, what the fuck? Like, that's actually illegal. If you're playing porn for kids in the audience, that's a felony, my guy. When the host asked a child in the audience what his favorite part of the show is, the child replied, nothing. Fucking based kid. Griffin noted further in a social media statement that exposing children to sexually explicit activity is a crime in Florida, and such actions violate the department's licensing standards for operating a business and holding a liquor license. Yep. Yeah, there were some bars during Pride Month. They have the kindergarten class go down to a Pride bar. I think so. Down to a gay bar. Talked about that very, very early. In a video posted by Chris Nelson, who attended the performance in Fort Lauderdale, he is seen confronting one of the performers regarding the inappropriate presence of children in the audience. He was soundly booed by the audience, and rather than addressing his concern that children were being exposed to sexually explicit performances, police made him leave the property. Well, he was disrupting the act. If we're going to be fair about this stuff, man, rushing the stage, just don't bring your kid. How about that? And maybe protest outside, because that's the way that you do it. According to a notice posted by Ruth Eckerd Hall in the upcoming December 29th performance in Clearwater, Florida, this performance has adult themes and content. An actual fair advertisement. And again, if these drag queens want to do that shit, just don't have kids in the audience. Other than that, it would just be fringe activity, attended to by degenerates, but nothing inherently against the law. I find it distasteful, but you do you. Fucking strip clubs are open all the time, okay? People do a whole host of fuck shit on the regular, and nobody gives a fuck. But you start to involve kids, and you start to make it a little bit more pervasive, and you normalize it so that they're in the schools reading to your kids during story hour. That crosses the line. Admission is also limited to patrons 18 years of age or older, and proof of age will be required. Ticket prices run $43, $58, and $83. Meet and greet packages, okay, include a photograph and autograph session, weird, with all the queens, and the official tour poster costs $158. Wow, maybe that's why the performers themselves continue to go through all this stuff all the time, because it seems like it's a pretty fucking lucrative business if you want to sell your dignity down the road. Holy shit. The department frequently conducts investigation in these matters upon tips provided by the public. We thank the public for continuing to bring attention to these incidences. Investigations of such allegations will remain a priority for the department and indeed are ongoing. My stance has been firm on all this stuff, even going back in December. I'll make jokes about it, but at the same time, if you want to do all this stuff, you go do it in the privacy, okay, of your own backyard. All of this stuff is inherently sexual. Why it should be given a public forum, especially these pride protests where it's always been, you can go way back in the day, it was just goofy dudes with fucking leather and whips and chains. It was always inherently sexual. All of this focus on pleasure and hedonism, ultimately doesn't lead to a healthier, productive society. And why everybody's focusing on it now? Well, it's just mostly, if we want to affix our tinfoil hat for a second, is to make a dumber, more compliant society where everybody's just running around based on what they feel and always wanting to search for the ethereal happiness all the time instead of finding an actual purpose. So a dumb population as a controllable population is a manipulable population that will be used to further the, I don't know, great advancement for the Biden administration, or, you know, whoever the fucking incumbent Democrat is going to ultimately be in 2024. Whenever you see shit like this going over and over and over again, state to state, city to city, county to county, it's really hard to perceive it any other way than as maliciously trying to indoctrinate your kids to just become pleasure-seeking zombies. Maybe people should do each other a favor and watch, you know, old Pinocchio and realize that what happens when Pinocchio goes to Pleasure Island, yeah, he gets sold into slavery. So yeah, you should be watching Pinocchio for that lesson. That and trying to rescue your father from the belly of the whale. How about that? Stop being fucking degenerates for once in your goddamn lives. So with all of that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo, and I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.